Hey y'all, it's your girl Britt, healer, astrological Jackie of all trades, owner of the Power Passion LLC. If you want to book with me, link is in the description box below. So, if you've been on this channel long enough, I told y'all I would be back to review my solar return chart from 2024 to 2025. So, in that video, I'm gonna link it somewhere up here. I think that was my second house year. That was my second house year and sixth profection year. So I'm here to review that as well as talk about the new solar return chart that I'm in currently, and also dish y'all some tea on my astrology reading that I had gotten. Okay, so let's go ahead and get my handy dandy iPad out. And in the video I discussed essentially, like, I traveled and used astrocartography that year. This year I did not use astrocartography. My cartography was not cartographing, so I did not travel for my birthday this year. I kept it real cute for my 26. I ain't got no more insurance no more, so I cannot be playing about my health. Y'all pray for a covering on my head, a good covering. I rebuke any negativity. I rebuke all negative prayers. Okay, so I'm going to go over essentially the highlights from that previous video that I posted last year and let y'all know how it actually went. So Mercury trine Uranus was one of the aspects I had. This aspect really points to psychic gifts intensifying, and this had to do in terms of like predictions or pattern of recognition, or really just being more open to new possibilities. And I think this year I kind of lost myself in terms of the possibilities at one point. Like, I had no real faith or hope, and I ended up having to essentially ground myself. I got a mentor this year, and it really helped me to focus on exactly what I want out of this life and the possibilities that are there for me. Like, I feel like it really showed me like how a lack of faith really contributed to the way that my life is today. So I think that's kind of on the lines of opening myself up to new possibilities. But my possibilities really looked like loving myself a little more, seeing that I am deserving of the things that I want, and that just because things did not work out in the past does not mean they can not work out now. Like, I think that things didn't work out in the past because I didn't believe they would. So it's kind of like having to get myself out of that cycle of feeling like nothing works for me. That has been a very big lesson for me this year. So, my throat getting croaky. This is one of the things that's been bothering me for the past year. This throat chakra, really the past 2 years, this baby is closed up. Like, I have things to say, but I have no clue what I want to even say. Also forming like more of a speech impediment this year. That's been a thing. Yeah, it's a lot of stammering, and of course you're not gonna notice it on the video because I edit it out, but a lot of times I have to redo what I say. I have to slow down because it's like my mouth moves faster than my brain. So anyways, next I spoke about encouragement of creative expression. This was very big in my life. I got a new hobby. Like, I make rugs now. Like, I do all kind of things, y'all. Like, I'm really a Jackie of all trades, and I solidified that this year, like, period. And that was really one of the main things that helped me to focus in and have a more open mind to new possibilities, because before that, like, I really didn't know where I was going in life, and I just felt so stuck in cycles. And that was one of the things that broke me out of my cycle, being able to dive more into my creativity, my feminine energy, like just having fun, playing, whatever I needed to do. I needed that. So creative expression was in the room with us. I also had a lot of new ideas for my TikTok. I think that I kind of dived into that a little more. It was sporadic, but when I dived into my TikTok, I dived in. Okay, I was consistent until I wasn't. And I think that that is a result of my Aries being in Jupiter. Like, I can start real good, but can I finish it? And we'll talk about that later in this video. Jupiter trine Neptune, it was talking about an opportunity to connect deep with others. I think in terms of physicality, like I wasn't in nobody's face for real this year. Like I was really alone this year, not in a negative way. Like I just really secluded myself a lot this year. And that's not to say I didn't form deeper connections. I feel like for me, what I learned in terms of my connections is to accept people for who they are. And I think that within the acceptance of who people are, like I got to really take a load off of myself and stop, in a sense, comparing my relationship with somebody to a relationship that they may have with somebody else, or just not expecting too much from people. And in releasing these expectations I had of people, it really did help me to connect deeper and understand them more, and just be able to I just learned a lot of things about people that I was like, you know what, like people have their own lives. It's crazy. Like they be doing stuff. Like some people aren't doing things to be malicious. Like I think they're just going through stuff. And I was like, okay, I can accept that, which goes into the Pluto conjunct Neptune that I dealt with. So that is about transformation of beliefs. That was always going to happen. And I feel like I transformed a few of my beliefs, like in terms of what I believe I'm capable of. I really dived deeper into my God complex, honestly. But no, seriously, I really dive deeper into just different philosophies and being able to accept new things. Like I see myself as so different than what I did a year ago. I also see my soul contract as something different. And it's really just helped me to be okay being this vessel on this earth, child. We getting woo-woo over here, but it really just helped me a little bit more to not be so attached to the 3D, like, and what's happening around me. Once I shifted some of my beliefs, and I'm still shifting those beliefs, like we still transforming, honey. So yeah, then we also had Saturn Square Sun, so it brought up resistance and challenges, just having a hard time moving forward. That was unavoidable, of course, but I didn't realize how bad it was going to be. I really struggled in terms of stagnancy throughout this year, and just having a difficult time moving forward and getting past certain emotions and challenges. And I just felt like I was stuck. It'd be like I have this momentum, and then my foot would get stuck in the mud, and now I'm just yanking my foot trying to get up, and it was just a lot. So another aspect that I spoke about was Moon conjunct Venus, which is about diving deeper into your emotions and about glowing up. I feel like I did glow up in a sense. Look at my hair, like my glow up is very hair focused. Can I be honest? Like the bigger my hair is, the prettier I look at myself. So that is always good. I feel like a glow up is really about your confidence and how you see yourself. And I've definitely gotten better with my confidence in terms of how I look. I feel like I really honed in more about like complimenting myself and really just loving on myself, enjoying the vessel that I was blessed with, honey. Enjoying this beautiful, beautiful vessel. Oh Lord, I'm sounding like a Maya every day, what I'm telling y'all. But as I said in the previous video, like that solar return chart screamed like, who are you? What do you want to create? And I really honed in on who I am and what I want to create. And now I have a clear idea of who I am and a clear idea of what I want to create. So another placement that was really helpful, it was Saturn in the 4th house in my solar return chart. It really focuses on femininity and flow and having to get a better feel for femininity and flow. I literally had to be sat down this year. I sat myself down this year. I actually rested more this year. I actually went more into flow, and I almost went too much into flow, and I think that's what kind of led into stagnancy. I leaned a little too much into my femininity to a point where it was like, girl, you need to get your masculine energy back up, girl. Please stand up. But I'm not too worried about that personally at this point in the game. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the current solar return chart. So with this current solar return chart, She's cute. She's cute. I think she's very my bitch bad, looking like a bag of money. Like, I don't know. That's what I get from her. Just give me my money. Give me my gods. God. Pay up, sister. And I really don't know how this is gonna look. I feel like I'm gonna end up getting a new craft this year. That's my prediction. So let's go ahead and get into the aspects that I got from here. With the solar return aspects that I have Moon, Trine, Venus. So it's about balancing my emotions, increased creativity, enjoyment in social interactions. We have Moon conjunct Pluto. So that's intense feelings, heightened awareness of unconscious influences, a need to address past emotional patterns, emotional shifts. And I'm just like, I'm already seeing the effects of that even before I turned this new age. And it's like, since April, like, it's like I cannot turn off how conscious I am. So I literally cannot get away with these subtle things that I do that may be unbeneficial or toxic for me. Anything that is in the realm of self-sabotage is like, my consciousness will not let me get away with it. It's kind of like a magnifying glass right now where, hello, I'm on your ass, come on. So I think that's very good. And then we have Venus square Venus. So this may be a clash of values pertaining to money, beauty, or love. Maybe also indicating relationship troubles. Honestly,
all men stay the fuck back.
and I mean that. I really don't have the time. And I went on a date, y'all. No. No. Like, I don't think I want to get back into the dating pool. I think I'm good. Like, I think I'm really good, y'all. But in terms of the clashing of values, like with money, beauty, I am starting to think more about like, I love money. I want money. Like, I really do enjoy money, and money is not a bad thing. And having to I'm really battling with my beliefs with money and my ability to have money, as well as what I think that means when I will have money. Because I don't want to think that that is a bad thing. I don't want to repel money because I think that I won't be able to control my ego at the time that I have money. And I think that that is one of the things that kind of sits in the back of my mind. Like, who are you going to become once you have this amount of money? Unconsciously, but yeah. As well as with beauty and having to let go of some of the beauty standards that I have held on to based off of society and what society does tell me who I am, who I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to look like. And actually I had this thought today while I was driving, and it was kind of like, I really connect value with beauty, and I'm really having to depart the two ideas because I have a difficult time with that idea. It's like, the more beautiful it looks to me, the more value it has. And that's just not the truth. And having to dismantle that belief within me when it comes to people, when it comes to myself, when it comes to how I believe I'm viewed by people, and having to know that value and beauty are two separate entities, and they do not have to intertwine. So yeah, we're working on her. Anyways, I also have Venus square Neptune. So it talks about a disconnection between my ideas and my expectations within romance and then the reality of romance. And there's a possibility of disappointments in romance or even confusion. So I'm not excited. Can you tell? I'm not excited. And can I be honest? I like the idea of the man that I have in my head, but we get to the reality of the men that I attract, and having to really dive deep in my belief system, because I am sick of the type of men that come towards me. I need to get faith. I need to get faith in men again. I need to really get faith in masculine energy, period. My guides told me I have troubles with that, so hopefully we'll be working on that this year. But on a positive note, This year, with the Mars, sextile Mars, I'm going to have increased energy, drive, a desire to take action with Mars, Trine Jupiter. Increased drive, optimism, taking actions will more likely lead to positive results, more opportunities for growth and expansion, enhanced confidence, and a potential for success. Give me my guys. This is a very money focused year. Give me my money. And then next year, y'all can give me my man, whatever order y'all want. But I want that money. Okay, next we have Neptune trine Venus. So there is a potential for spiritual or artistic awakening, romantic idealism, and increased creativity. And what's crazy is, within my reading that I had got from the astrologer, she was kind of explaining to me like, you need to look out for love bombing. I could fall for it. I'm overly going. And I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, that was one of the biggest takes from the reading. Cause I'm just like, I'm a Leo Venus. Like, duh, like, give me my guides. Hello. And I feel like I'm going deeper and deeper into my sprinkle era. Like, the more I try to date for love, the farther I get from wanting to date from love. Like, what are you doing here? I need a finder's fee. No, like, you literally have to pay me to hang out with men at this point. I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience to be around any man. I don't care who it is. Any man. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Especially like what's going on politically. I am exhausted. But I digress, child. Next, we have Neptune, sextile Neptune. So, increased intuition and sensitivity. Dang, girl, it sounds like I'm going to be crying this year. Girl, let me tell you something. I sure am going to be crying this year. I went inside of American Deli because I was sad because my mama did not get me any food when she went out, or she didn't make me any food when I had came back home because I was out during the day and I came back home. She ain't make me no food, so I was sad. Food is the one thing that will get me sad. Very Taurus moon of me. So I was sad about not getting no food. Like, I felt betrayed because this is something that I often bring up to her. So I went ahead and went to American Deli because I saw some fries on my timeline. While I get to the register, pay for my food, before she hand me my food, she's like, she said something, but I didn't understand what she was saying. Then I was like, what do you need? Like, give me my food. Like, girl, I'm finna jump over the counter because I'm hungry. So then she goes ahead and she start being like, oh, like, are you okay? Like, you look sad. Like, and I guess my eyes look sad. She was like, your eyes, like, they look very sad. Like, do you need a hug? I'm like, girl, if you don't hand me my fucking 10-piece wing, if you don't hand me my 10-piece wing, because now I'm like, am I sad? Maybe I am sad. Girl, give me my wings before I start crying. And why would I hug you? You at work smelling like chicken. Why would I hug you in the middle of the chicken spot? Do you know we are surrounded by niggas? This is embarrassing. There was too many people in the shop for her to stop me specifically. So I was just like, girl, give me my food. I am sad. Now what? As soon as I hit that American Deli door, I started crying. I'm crying, eating my fries. So I'm just like, yeah, this is going to be a very emotional year, which I'm not mad at. I've been avoiding my emotions for a long time. So I'm interested to see like how it is once I finally start processing my emotions more and stop suppressing them so much and actually act on my emotions in a smart, mannerable way. Next, we have Pluto opposed Venus. So this is going to be confronting relationship patterns. It's kind of like a focus on a need for depth within my romantic connections and just connections in general. Like, I absolutely need depth. And I'm realizing how much I need it throughout my process of getting to know people. So that's been very big for me. And I see this being an interesting year. I really don't know how the year is going to turn out for me because although I'm not going through my Saturn return, like my best friend is going through her Saturn return and her Saturn return is starting to spill off on me because whatever happened to her happened to me. Like, that my dog. Like, I'm hurting. I'm hurting. And I don't want to hurt. So I'm kind of just like, I really hope I don't end up like isolating even more than I already have done because I'm trying to run from my emotions. And I know I'm trying to run from my emotions when I am on TikTok a lot. Whenever I'm scrolling on TikTok too much, I know exactly that I'm running from something and I'm refusing to face it. And it's usually emotions. So yeah, I'm trying not to use escapism anymore. We'll see how that goes, girl. Pray, honey. Pray for the good, please. And then last aspect that I'm going to say is Pluto conjoining Neptune. So it's about lifting away illusions and heavy transformations. So hopefully I can release these illusions I have of the 3D and truly transform into the woman that I am being called to be. Whoever that woman is, she's a damn good woman. That's all I know. So let's quickly debrief some of the things that the astrologer told me. She was talking about Saturn and Aries. It will be in my 5th house, which will probably affect my love life. I might not date as much, or it can indicate celibacy. And I'm like, baby, this has been probably the past 3 years of my life. So can we get like a new storyline, please? Sister, I'm trying to find love. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't go out. I don't talk to men. What am I lying for? I feel like I love the idea of love. And if it's not the idea of the love that I want, get out my face, please. Go bother somebody else's daughter. I really don't have the patience. And I don't even want to be around men. Honestly, they give me anxiety. And I'm talking about heterosexual men specifically. Yeah. There's something about y'all that just wrecks my nervous system. A lot of y'all are energy vampires. A lot of y'all are just not good people. Creepy. But I also understand, like, if you have a bad dating pool, you just need to change pools. So I know that a lot of what I'm attracting is going to be like kind of like an internal job. I'm interested to see how this job turns out this year. I hope I stop having this disdain for men, because I really do want to be open to my life partner. And I know like the energy that I'm in right now is not open to that. And I have to remember that like my man, like my husband, he's going to be a great man, because I wouldn't accept anything less. And having to learn to trust myself that I have the discernment to pick the right man. Another thing with Saturn and Aries, it talks about you're more prone to taking risks or taking none at all. I think I would opt for none. I'm just kidding. I might take a little risky pool, just a little. I might live on the edge. We're living dangerously. But what I was told by the astrologer is essentially the question is, where do I set boundaries with myself when it comes to pleasure? Where are the boundaries? So then in terms of the transits, there's going to be a eclipse. All of the eclipses are going to be September. So September 7th, it will be a Virgo eclipse, so it'll be in my 10th house. So September will be very career focused, which is very interesting because I will be at a wedding and I will not be at work. So I don't know what work or what career we're talking about. My hope is that it's a different career than what I have in mind. My hopes is that I'll get into something else. I want something new, but something will be happening with my career. She also told me like it's a great time for content creation. So that makes sense because I'm going on a trip. I'm going to be in DR. So I will be creating some content then. So makes sense. Then she also said lunar eclipse in Pisces. That will be September 21st. So something family related will be revealed or illuminated around that time. So then we have Neptune in Aries. So this will be transiting for the next like 13 years, honestly. So I will not be escaping this energy, but it will be the energy of trust as you go. So it's going to really relate to my dreams and the actualization of my dreams. And I really have to get as clear as possible when it comes down to my desires and what I'm wanting to create. That will be a big theme. So I really need to, within the next 14 years or so, like lean into creation, like trust my creative direction. Like even when things are unclear, like I have to just trust. All right. So some more things that she told me within my solar return chart. She said like Jupiter in Cancer is going to be my 8th house. So it is a strong indicator for financial growth. She also said Venus is in my 2nd house. So money is looking good. Okay. Clark it. She also said with this chart, this is going to be an Aries rising chart. Saturn is on my ascendant as well. So there's something that I'm going to be committing to this year. I really have to lock in. I'm going to have self-motivation within like my professional pursuit. It's looking like solo projects, something in that realm. It will most likely have to do with my creative projects. But another thing with Saturn being in Aries, it's going to be uncomfortable, like due to Aries, like having that ability to start strong. Like it's the #1 cardinal sign. Hello. But with Aries, like they can start strong, but that momentum might die. Okay. So I was advised that this year, if I feel like giving up, do not. I cannot give up this year. I have to allow my passion and my desire to win be my motivation. So I'm trying to tap into it. I'm trying. Then we're gonna have Jupiter in Cancer in my solar returns 4th house. So that may be positive in terms of my family. She said I could be moving into a bigger space or moving abroad, some sort of expansion in the family. And then in my native chart, Jupiter will be sitting in my 8th house, which will be great for money. Will I be moving out this year? That money better hit. I better win the lottery. Something has to shake miraculously. Because if I stay in the current energy I'm at within the 3D I'm talking about. Because in my head, I'm in my apartment. Like I see it every morning. Like I feel it throughout the day. So I know I'm there here. I'm there here. It's the outside stuff that I have to kind of throw out and stop paying attention to. That's really my issue here. The 3D be 3Ding, and I be like, ooh, my eyes be set on it, and it just be like, girl, don't put your eyes on it no more. Close your eyes, go to sleep, go to the world that you have in your head, and just commit to that. Commit to your dreams. That's really what I'm trying to do this year. So yeah, that is it in terms of my debrief for this solar return. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. I love you all so much. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.